The economy is feeling the holiday cheer. Economic growth defied forecasts for the third quarter, coming in stronger than previously thought. The gross domestic product, the broadest measure of goods and services produced in the country, grew 3.5% from July to September. That is the best quarter of growth in 2 years. But despite the strong report, the overall reading for 2016 is not expected to impress. In fact, the Federal Reserve sees the economy growing about 2% for years to come, and many Wall Street economists tend to agree. But the president-elect has a different view. Steve Liesman takes a look at the diverging outlooks.
When President-elect Donald Trump introduced his economic plan, he boasted this.
We're bringing GDP from really 1%, which is what it is now, but we're bringing it from 1% up to 4%, and I actually think we can go higher than 4%. I think you can go to 5 or 6%.
Wall Street economists, having plugged those plans into their models, aren't nearly so optimistic. They don't see 6, 5, or 4% growth. They don't even see 3. The average of 13 economists polled by CNBC sees gross domestic product coming in at 1.7% this year, rising to 2.3% in 2017, and then just to 2.5% in 2018. So there are some gains, but not nearly as much as the president-elect estimates, at least not in the first couple years. Some economists say they don't have enough info to make a detailed forecast, or that the programs won't have the size or the bang that Trump projects.
Tax and spending only. We had add to growth about 20 basis points per year. So if you take some fraction of that in any given year, even if you take the whole thing, in our opinion, it doesn't add up to a whole lot. We can revisit the number if the plans turn out differently than what were projected.
Virtually all economists point out that there are positives and negatives, or a red light, green light aspect to Trump's policies. The positives include infrastructure spending, deregulation, and business tax cuts. But economists worry about higher inflation, higher deficits, and even a stronger dollar. The big negative? Trump's trade policies are forecast to subtract from growth. Trump advisor Kellyanne Conway said, don't sell Trump short on his economic goals.
Every time people bet against Donald Trump, they're quickly and sorely disappointed, and I think economically that's true as well.
But this is more than a contest between the president-elect and economists. It's more between the optimistic stock market and the less upbeat view of the economists. If economists have it right, then the market could be baking in more growth than Trump's policies can deliver. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Steve Liesman.